Today on Suncoast View, a Sarasota attorney now represents a second NFL cheerleader accusing the league of discrimination. We'll discuss.
Cyberbullying is on the rise, and parents often don't even know it is happening. A new online service could change that, and we'll meet the creator.
A Suncoast pet photograph goes viral, and the star Stella is here, and we'll ask the photographer how we can snap a pic like that one. All that more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Kathy Carson Freeman, also known as Linda's daughter.
Well, it's great to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, what's fun about having you is actually the show you don't see, as we always like to say. So I have to tell you, when Kathy came in today, you very normally said to your mom, hey, what's your login? And because you were sharing a computer. And what, okay, can you share your login?
I will share my login because it's a tribute. My login is Murphy gone 1 year.
And Murphy is your
Murphy
dog.
is my dog.
And Kathy yells.
Well, how depressing is that? Like every day, that's the first thing you sit down and you type in Murphy gone 1 year.
And all I know is the side person who's just sitting here listening, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Like, you know, the mother-daughter bickering heads right into the office.
I love when Kathy is here as well because everyone adores Linda. Everyone that I meet, everyone on the show, everyone that comes through, and Kathy is the one person that can just talk to and go, Mom, shut up. Mom, sit down. You know?
Mom, your login's stupid.
Everything I say, she rolls her eyes to. She's had a lot of experience.
Oh, so you're telling me it's not going to get better even when your child is an adult? Really?
A mother of two, she still rolls her eyes at me.
It does. It goes to show no matter how adored you are, there's a child somewhere that is annoyed by that person.
Yes, yes, but I tell you, I can say when I put on an outfit, Kathy, does this look okay? And she will give me the honest answer.
That's important.
Everybody needs a person like that.
And you know what? And mine is the 17-year-old. So I look at Kathy and think, okay, my relationship with my daughter is not going to change all that much over the next 20 years.
She won't say those pants make you look fat. She'll say, that color's not exactly right for you.
Or I'll say, I think you have something better, don't you?
She's an attorney. She knows how to
lay
out
facts. How to put it out there correctly. Well, we love having you here. It's a lot of fun, and we love watching Linda have the interaction with you. So it's just a joy for, I know, both Joey and me, and we look forward to sharing it with you. We also look forward to sharing a very fun treat from the kitchen today. McKay from Zoe's Kitchen is here. Welcome.
Thanks.
What are we making today?
So today we're going to marinate our Moroccan citrus roasted chicken, which is new on our Mediterranean family meals. And then we're also going to make our new baked falafel pita. And all of these recipes kind of intertwine with our fast, casual Mediterranean vibe.
Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Remind us again, if people aren't familiar with you, where Zoe's Kitchen is located.
So we have one on University Parkway next to the new Whole Foods. And then we have some in the Tampa Bay area as well as the Naples and Estero area.
Okay, so a Florida-based chain, which we absolutely love, and we look forward to enjoying the new menu items as well. We'll see in just a little bit. Well, last night, if you missed it, was the American Country Music Awards. And I will tell you how I was aware it was happening because I didn't see my husband for several hours on end. Every time I walked by the television, a new beautiful woman was standing there. So, I mean, it was definitely quite a production from Las Vegas. But two of the women we want to mention, I think you are going to recognize, and you may recognize the outfit here. Reba McEntire donned her infamous red dress from 25 years ago. Now, we call it infamous because 25 years ago, this was scandalous. Everybody thought, what is she wearing? This is so risque. How could she? That would be on the right-hand side. First of all, the fact that 25 years later she still looks that amazing in it is stunning. But do you notice now we look at that dress and you're like, oh, that's fine. Like, it's lovely, it's appropriate, it's sexy.
It's so covered up.
It's so not a big deal.
Not long ago, I was getting on an airplane in Atlanta to come to Sarasota, and you know, Reba McEntire has a line of clothes here. And I had on something that she had made. So I'm getting on early because, you know, it takes me a long time. And so this other person is getting on, and she looks over and says, nice outfit. And I said, thank you, Reba. You do great clothes. And she said, thank you.
Wait,
it was Reba McEntire.
And all you said was, thank you, Reba? I'd have been like,
I was was so shocked.
No,
Yeah, that's
amazing.
great. I love it. She must have been so complimented.
She sat in first class, and I sat in the back.
Oh, so you were
I
passing
don't
through.
know.
That is very funny.
It's funny though that caused such a stir because now that's like she would just be wearing the netting, if she dressed like anybody that was on red carpet.
Or there would be no netting and it would
Right.
just be hanging on for dear life.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
well, I'm impressed that she can get in it and looks like that 23 years later. So that is absolutely wonderful. And you know who else was back last night? And this is important because we've heard a lot about Carrie Underwood. This is the first time since she had what was apparently a fairly serious accident at home that caused a lot of injury to her face. Reportedly had 40 to 50 stitches. She has put out on social media that she wasn't sure she'd ever look the same. Got to tell you, girlfriend looked amazing. I don't know what kind of work she needed to have done to repair the damage that was caused by the fall, but there was no sign of any
couldn't see
injury,
anything?
no stitches. I mean, I'm sure there was makeup involved, but from the television aspect, she looked phenomenal and performed well and just.
That's wonderful.
It was, because it was kind of scary. She literally had a trip at home and, broke a wrist and slit open her face. It sounded like she face planted, to be honest. And her face took the impact. But then you start to think, that could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And all of us are obviously very visible for a living. And if I had 40 or 50 stitches on my face, I'd be mortified.
Remember, too, that she did not have a lot of practice in this industry. She went from small-town obscurity to all of a sudden stardom.
Right.
So it isn't like she was slowly cultivating being out in public.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's been, maybe almost 10 years, I think.
Right.
So she's gotten more used to it, but she did not have this background. So the fact, I feel even more for her that this was a triumphant
that
moment.
she thought her appearance was more important than her talent.
Yeah.
Well, and hello, pot kettle black. When you went through your nose surgery, you were mortified and asked us every single day, should I really be on here with a Band-Aid? I hate that I'm wearing this Band-Aid. I'm like, we stopped noticing it so quickly, and it sent a message to other people how important skin checks are.
Several viewers stopped me out in public and told me I was so glad that Linda wore that bandage because it inspired me to go get checked.
Yeah.
And one, Dr. Callahan at Skin Smart Dermatology said a person came in because of you and they caught something. So
It's not about a Band-Aid. It's not about stitches. It's, it's about us and life and reality.
Yeah,
And
you just get so self-conscious about those things, and nobody else is noticing them but you.
Yeah.
But that's
Right.
all you're thinking about.
Exactly. So you sent a great message. I think Carrie Underwood sends a great message. It's beyond the stitches, the face scars. She has an amazing talent. It was great to see her back. So fun night for those American Country Music Awards. Well, it's time for our first hot topic. And a Sarasota attorney is now representing a second former NFL cheerleader with complaints against the league. Former Miami Dolphins cheerleader Kristen Ann Ware has hired lawyer Samantha Blackwell. Ware is accusing the league of gender and religious discrimination, saying she was bullied about being a virgin and about her religious views. She also says the players are allowed to be public about religion, but she was not. This complaint comes 2 weeks after a former New Orleans Saints cheerleader, now living in Sarasota, filed a complaint against the NFL and the Saints, also accusing the league of different standards for players and cheerleaders. Okay,
Hello.
Kathy, this was too much to pass up with you here. You are the daughter of an NFL coach.
Yeah.
You are also an attorney.
Yeah.
Really? They don't hold the same? I mean, a
Well,
rule
I
is
mean,
a
come
rule.
on. We're talking about guys who bring in millions of dollars and get paid millions of dollars, and then these poor cheerleaders. I mean, we do hear over and over again how they get paid like $20.
$10 an hour.
Yeah,
It's awful.
It's awful.
But they go out for the job. They try out and they compete, and they will practically kill to get those jobs. So I think that you don't have to be a cheerleader. You don't have to be a cheerleader. And as for expressing your religious views, we don't talk about our religious views on here. There are times and places for everything. And if she's making speeches, that might be a time that she could do it. But when you're representing a company, you just can't often express your
Well, you
religious
don't have
feelings.
a guarantee to free speech when you're at work. I mean, that's not something. I mean, if this was a government entity that was saying she couldn't express her religious views, that might be different. But there's no guarantee that your employer has to let you talk about religion.
Well, I think you hit it on the head right off the bat when you said, the players bring in millions and millions of dollars. So if a player decides to praise the Lord or whatever he's praising, it's probably going to just get let go because he is who he is.
Yeah.
If a cheerleader does it, she's probably going to get smacked on the wrist.
Yeah.
And it's not right, it's not right, but it happens. It's okay, no, it's not right, it's okay, isn't that what I mean? That's Whitney Houston cheerleader. It's not right, but that is the case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it does take somebody coming forward and saying, hey, I'm not getting the same rules as someone else for things to change. So
But we don't have the same rules.
A lot of teams don't have cheerleaders. You know, a lot of very successful NFL
very
teams
true.
don't have cheerleaders, and in the future, it might be beneficial for them to get rid of them.
I've
I mean,
wondered
if they
that.
can't treat
it
them
could
the
go
same.
away. Yeah,
Is
I mean,
it
it
worth
could go
the
away.
hassle? And Linda, and I know your thoughts on this. Would some girls rather be there and put up with potentially archaic rules rather than not be there at all?
Well, of course they would, but that's any industry, and probably
Yeah.
not
Probably
a good
ours
reason to
included.
keep the bad
That's
rules.
true, right.
I love cheerleaders. I really, before I married Bud, I used to watch the cheerleaders more than the ball game. That's the only reason I went.
And we do have a lot of cheerleading, youth cheerleading here on the Suncoast, so it is kind of important, I think, to see how are we treating the adults that are at the top of their field as we're training these young ladies to go into the field, you know?
Sure.
You got to watch what you aspire for if the treatment
Yeah,
isn't
well,
good.
those cheerleaders are stars, though. Anytime they walk in a room, they are stars.
It's hard. I mean, there's a lot of double messages there, and they've been there for decades and decades.
They are, you know, they're athletes. We said it when they come on our
yeah.
show, and we see them perform, like, wow, they're training young athletes. So maybe they need to treat them like.
Yeah,
I would love to be
maybe
one,
they need
so-
their own league.
Yeah.
Well, and interesting that the legal battle, though, is based right here in Sarasota with a local attorney, so we're proud of that. All right, well, there's a dirty little secret about public bathrooms. So we've always been told that the hand dryers are more sanitary than perhaps the towels. Well, apparently not. So researchers say, and this is really gross, the machines which are designed to blow hot air on you are actually sucking up feces particles and spraying them around and onto your hands. So this report has a lot of credibility. It is published in the Applied Environmental Microbiology report. And it found that the air blasted out of those drying nozzles contains far more bacteria than normal bathroom air. There's many as 60 different bacterial colonies blowing out of that machine in one 30-second drying.
I knew it. I hate those things.
Well, plus they don't
do.
dry your hands. It's always like, well, then you end up just drying them on
So
your
just go there. Just go to the pants.
Yeah.
Here, I get annoyed when they don't have towels because I like to use the towel to open the door.
Yeah.
Me too.
Or because you can't always pull the
Or you
elbow.
have to do the shirt thing.
Everything else is automated. You put your hand underneath the soap, underneath the thing, and then you touch the dirty doorknob. Yeah, but I don't understand. I kind of judge it by, you know, like you go into some bathrooms and it looks like an old wall unit of an air conditioner. Like there, you can see there's dirt in there and there's no air stream coming out. Now, if it's those like, not Dyson, whatever they are, where you
I
dip
think
your
actually
hands
that
in
is
it.
one of the brands where you can slide your hands down.
I
And that's
hope
one of the
that that's not put
I don't know where that poop is coming from
Now
or
I'm gonna
going,
have to carry
but
paper towels
you're in the
everywhere I go.
bathroom.
I know. I just hold my breath the whole time.
exactly. You're in a bathroom. What do you think is going to happen when a bunch of unfresh air is being blown
Yeah,
around?
baby, carry your own little
I don't
wipes
know
with
what.
you.
Well, sorry to totally ruin your thoughts on dinner for that. You know, it is hard to keep choosing new products in the condiment aisle, but these companies have to keep recreating themselves. So Heinz is considering launching Mayo Chup. Okay, so this is mayonnaise and ketchup together in a bottle. Here's my favorite thought, though. They don't want to make the commitment on their own. They want to blame it on us if it doesn't work. So they want you to think, is it disgusting? Is it a rip-off product? Or have you been waiting for this your whole life? You need to vote on Twitter. If 500,000 people say, yes, I want this, it will send it into U.S. production.
Wow.
Two things here. Mayo Chup, really? Can't we just put it all in one place and stir?
It's called Thousand Island dressing.
Well,
We've already got it.
That has chili sauce and pickle relish. So
Yeah.
Mayo Chup would not have the bite of the chili sauce. And I
used
know
to
that
eat
because I make
this.
my own Thousand Island.
In high school, they used to mix this themselves. I think this is just a brilliant marketing.
You do?
Yes.
Well, then are you going to go to Twitter and vote?
No, but I would think about it.
Here's what I think is so funny, that corporate America now is so scared to make something and be wrong. They're like, well, we want you to vote on Twitter,
That's true.
and if 500,000 of you say yes, we'll bring it to the U.S. Apparently, it's already in some Middle Eastern countries. Must be a thing there.
Well, does anyone remember Clear Pepsi? I mean, I think that they're
Well,
trying to
I
avoid
guess
that
so.
debacle.
Major CYA going on by Heinz. But if you think Mayo Chup is a cool thing, go to Heinz's Twitter. You'll find it and vote yes.
I have more important things to do.
I am with you there.
Not voting.
All right, but if I see it in the grocery, I'll know you voted. All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast when we come back. A very important online service that can help stop cyberbullying.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather update. A cool day today. Highs rolling into the upper 60s. Lots of sunshine, and it has been windy. That's been the story today. There's still advisories for coastal areas. Now, right now, winds out of the west-northwest. 17 miles an hour, Anna Maria, 13 Siesta Keys, so still kind of breezy up and down the coast. The winds will be abating somewhat tomorrow as we start to see less of a tight pressure gradient. You'll see that wind forecast now will stay brisk through this evening. Tomorrow morning starts to subside anywhere from 5 to 10, some areas near the coast a little bit higher. As far as the advisories go, there's still a high surf advisory for coastal residents from Lee County northward all the way into Pinellas and Tampa Bay. That high surf advisory in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. Well, the front has blown on by, and we're looking at some cool temperatures tonight. We'll see lows into the 50s in some places, but a warm-up is expected for the rest of this week. We'll have the details on that and our next chance to rain coming up at 5. See you then.
Cyberbullying is a serious problem for today's kids. Statistics show that as many as 50% of kids are cyberbullied. Yet only 1 in 10 report it even to their parents. So how can you protect your child if you don't even know the bullying is happening? Allison Mook is here. She is the co-creator of an online service that can help. It's called Bully Patrol. What a great idea, Allison.
Thank you.
What is Bully Patrol?
Well, Bully Patrol is an online service for parents who want to monitor their child's social media accounts. It helps them get an alert anytime that the negative activity on their child's social media accounts increases, and it lets the parents know there's something going on. You need to go talk to your child because most of the kids won't report the cyberbullying. So.
How does it detect something negative?
So it looks at the overall message and the overall meaning of the words that are in the message.
Like it's an algorithm, the computer
Correct.
figured it out?
Yes.
Really?
Wow, that's fascinating that you can do that.
Wow.
So the difference in our product is that we don't show the actual messages that are coming through to the parents. We're trying to maintain the privacy for the child.
Okay.
And so in doing that, we hope that the children will buy into it as much and realize that we're there to really help them and support them.
Sure, because the last thing a kid wants to do is hear Mom, here's my passwords to
Right.
everything.
Right, they're so afraid they're
going
going
to get their own.
How did you know there was a need for this sort of thing?
Well, I have a middle schooler, and he hasn't been bullied, but I know it could happen.
You live in that world.
Yes. And you know, a lot of parents feel like, why should you give the child a phone? But the cat's already out of the bag.
Yes.
Kids have phones for various reasons. Parents have many needs to give their child a phone.
Right.
Beyond that now is dealing with what comes next, and kids can be mean.
Oh, yes.
I appreciate this because I too have a group of middle schoolers, and you know, a lot of parents say, well, you should have the password to your child's phone. You should be reading it every night. You know what? They don't want to give that to me, and they might give it to me and then they'll change it the next day, and it's a losing battle. So the fact that you're protecting their privacy, you know, it's a tough slope because you, on one level, I know as a parent, you're probably thinking, well, why do they deserve privacy? They're children.
Yeah, I read Catherine's diary.
But they do, and it's hard for them to trust us as parents when we might be getting involved in parts of their life we probably shouldn't. But the bullying part, parents need to know.
Yes,
really do.
That can destroy a child. It
big
just breaks their heart.
How big a problem for people without without children? How big a problem is cyberbullying right now?
It is an epidemic, honestly. Growing up, you would get bullied on the playground. I did, but it didn't follow me home. And now the kids have their phones and it's following them home, and they can't get away
Nobody seems to
from
worry
it.
about getting caught. Isn't that interesting?
Well,
but it's in print. You'd think they could get caught.
Right, but they never have, so
True.
they don't even know it's possible. Well, how do you start the conversation with your kid? How do you get them to talk to you about it?
Well, it's interesting. When I was putting this together, and we would go into different conversations with my son and say, what do you think about this aspect? What do you think about this? Making sure that if it passed the test with him, then we could figure out the right conversation to have with other kids.
I
So-
wonder what impact it's having on bullies. Have you had any feedback on that? Do kids ever know they're bullies?
I think they do know that they are. They do know. And sometimes it comes from being bullied at home. So there are, on our website, we have offered the next steps for parents so that they can know how to look for if their child's being bullied and how to look and see if their child is the bully. So we've worked with the Crisis Center in Tampa Bay. They're putting together the next steps for the parents to know how to talk to their kids and how to get help.
So just so I understand the nuts and bolts of this, when you say it's an online service, so we
Yes.
go onto the website and sign up,
Yes.
and then put in the phone numbers, and then there's a monitoring that takes place?
So they go on and sign up, as you said, and they can either put in their child's online accounts, or if they don't know all of the passwords, a message can go to the
like
child.
a Snapchat and Instagram? Of,
Right.
Okay.
And so the child can enter the information themselves, and then the parents immediately start to get an alert if something goes negative. They can look and see the positive and the negative of the messages that are coming into on the dashboard.
What ages is this for?
So online bullying starts at the age of 11 and goes up to 19, and then of course, you know, adults bully. So it starts young, and middle school is tough. You're dealing with your body changing, your voice changing, you have different friends, and now you're dealing with bullying.
What has your stiffest critic said, your son?
He is very impressed with the product.
Good.
And he sees that it's there's such a need for it.
Very good. If you get it by him, you can get it by anybody. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And for more information and to subscribe to Bully Patrol, you can go to their website, and that's it. Next, we're going to talk legal hot topics with Kathy.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore, but there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Well, Kathy Carson is our guest host today, and around here, she's known as Linda's daughter, but she's actually a very accomplished Suncoast attorney. So since we have the opportunity to have Kathy with us, we wanted to revisit a legal hot topic that has been on the news in the Suncoast lately. So we're talking about the walk on the beach that could soon mean that you are trespassing. This is the new state law, to recap, signed by Governor Rick Scott, which enforces homeowners' rights to kick people off of their part of the beach. Most property deeds say homeowners own the beach right up to the shoreline. The new state law reinforces property owner control on what's seen as their land. If they don't want you there, they could kick you off. To be safe, walk or sit where the sand is wet. So this is the story that we've been talking about on our news. But now that we have Kathy here, Kathy, What's the latest for the Suncoast? What are some considerations we should know?
Well, one thing that we should all know is that the Suncoast, as we know, Lido, Siesta, Longboat, we're constantly battling erosion. They're getting renourished. Any beach that's getting renourished, this doesn't apply. They're completely exempt from this because they're taking taxpayer money to renourish that, so they basically have to sign off.
So anyone that's afraid that, oh, Siesta Key, you're not going to be able to walk on certain parts of it anymore, that's not going to be the case.
There's portions. I'm not saying 100% of the island, but for the most part, you know, we know that erosion's a very big problem here. So if you're beaches where they're replacing the sand, this doesn't apply. But at Minnesota Key, where they have not had any renourishment, this would apply.
Okay.
This is going to be hard for homeowners because they need to have the sand replaced, but once they do, it's our money and we get to walk on that beach.
I don't think that we're going to see that many, this come up in that many places. I feel like there's some hot spots around the state where this has already been a huge issue, and this isn't one of those places.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't think that we're going to see so much of this. And it doesn't, there's nothing to say that the public won't continue to get access. It's just that before the county or the city passes a law, they have to go in front of a judge, and a judge has to hear it. So it's not saying that there can't be a law or an ordinance that gives the public access to these privately owned portions of the beach. It's just that you have to get a judge involved. There needs to be a public hearing. It's not just an automatic thing.
Okay. All right. See, this is why we love
Makes us feel a little bit better.
Yes. The beaches are fine. Everyone's safe.
I was going to say, that's a little more bureaucratic than anybody coming down to kick us off a walk on the beach.
Let's renourish all those beaches. Get that sand ready to go.
If you got scared, see, this is why it's nice that we have a legal professional here at the table. All right. Well, coming up next, we're going to learn about some Suncoast teens that are turning trash into fashion for a great cause.
As a financial expert, I tell people if you want to be successful with your credit, Credit Sesame is the best place to start. Hi, I'm Lynette Kalfani-Cox, the Money Coach. Maybe you want to buy a car, a home, or just remove some financial stress. Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score. Then they'll show you what's impacting your score and suggest a strategy to better manage it. Credit Sesame even recommends lending options that can save you money. Best part? It's 100% free. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Grab your grass skirts and Hawaiian shirts and get ready to party. I'm Stephanie Roberts.
And I'm Joey Panic. Join ABC7 at this year's island-themed Best of Sarasota Bash at Selby Gardens on Tuesday, April 24th. Sponsored by Sarasota Magazine and PNC Wealth Management.
Celebrate the region's best of winners with hula dancing, Mai Tais, and authentic island fare.
Get your tickets today at sarasotamagazine.com.
We are problem solvers striving for answers. Relevancy on every platform. We are driven to create content that's compelling, engaging, where it matters. We are neighbors that care about solutions, believers in making a difference, leaders, innovating in an exciting era of multimedia, reaching to always be the gold standard in our evolving landscape. We are Raycom Media. Find your opportunity today.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event at the Venice Airport Festival grounds. Taste genuine competition barbecue and listen to award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time. Free admission and parking. Go to suncoastbbqbash.com for details.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with McKay from Zoe's Kitchen. And McKay, you have so many different things on the menu at Zoe's Kitchen. Where does kind of the inspiration come from? Is it a certain country or area?
Yeah, so a lot of our recipes are inspired by the 21 countries that make up the Mediterranean. So we've really tried to improve our menu and focus on those areas, including like Morocco and Italy and Spain. So you'll see that all over our menu.
Okay, and we look forward to seeing the chicken that we'll be working with today and the falafel. So we'll join you in a little bit.
Earth Day is coming up Sunday, April 22nd. Since it began in 1970, it has become a global event and the largest civic-focused day of action in the world. And Suncoast teens are taking part in that action to make our world a better place. Emily Bailey and Christine Culp are here to tell us about their recycled fashion show design projects as a part of the Manatee County Library's Earth Day celebration. Welcome, guys. Okay, Emily, these earrings, are they, I hate to say, if I'm wrong, I'm in trouble. Are they one of your recycled projects?
Yes, definitely.
What inspired that?
So the Trader Joe's bag has a bunch of food and forks and stuff on it, and so I really liked the design, and so I thought I could make some really cool earrings out of it. So.
Oh,
I love the way
very
you
cool,
think.
very cool. Well, we're talking about a recycled fashion show coming up. Now, this is at the library, Christine.
Yes.
You're the youth librarian there. So tell me what that fashion show is.
Well, this will be our 4th year doing the Recycled Fashion Show. We started it, we were inspired by the show Project Runway on TV, the Unconventional Challenge, and we thought, well, let's put a little twist on it and actually have the teens participate and make their outfits using recycled materials, with emphasis on recycling and Earth Day, and Manatee County has a big emphasis on going green. So we were working with that, and Keep Manatee Beautiful, a local organization, partnered with us, and they helped provide prizes and funding.
Well, Emily, we know you've got a very good sense of fashion because we see your forks and spoons, but what made you want to get involved? What were some of your designs?
So I really enjoy fashion and crafting, and so I really love helping the environment. So these things combined seem like the perfect event for me to get involved in.
Yes. Well, what are some of your designs? What did you come up with, your ideas?
So I have that bag over there, the dress, and it's a Toys R Us bag. And
it's a what bag?
Toys R Us.
And now it's a keepsake.
Yes.
It is. It's like a flapper dress.
Yes, that's exactly my inspiration.
What are the other pieces in there?
Tell us about what we see around the neck.
Those are nebulizer tubes.
Laser tubes?
Nebulizer tubes.
Nebulizer
Oh my God.
I recognize those from my son. Yeah.
Yeah, the breathing.
The albuterol tubes.
Oh wow, so that's the trim and also the base of the dress. That is fascinating.
Was that hard to work with?
things?
Yeah.
It was hard to work with. Like, I kept getting burned, like, for the hot glue, and I used fishing line to hook it together. And so it was difficult, but I had a lot of fun in the process.
You had that design in your mind as you were working.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we'd like to get rid of some of that fishing line. It's so dangerous.
Yes, yes.
That's
right.
See,
Yeah.
now here we have some other things. What else did you come up with?
It's not, you can't see it, but it's over there, and I have my dress.
You made a dress.
Oh, that was the Trader Joe's bag that inspired the earrings. I know you also brought some other, you brought some past winners, some outfits from previous fashion shows. Talk us through, how many years has this been going on?
This is the 4th year.
Wow.
And the competition gets tougher every year, and it's all local teens that participate. Sometimes it's a team. One school took it on as a school project.
Oh.
And these are a couple of our, we brought a couple of our past winners to show you. Made out of different recycled materials, garbage bags, bubble wrap. The flowers are all made out of recycled paper.
It's amazing to see what they can do, what all the participants can do with some of these materials. Look at that.
Tell us what that gold is. It's a little hard to tell what the material is because it looks like a formal dress, like it should.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. It's spray painted garbage bags and, and tissue paper.
Who knew you could spray paint garbage bags?
Apparently you can. It comes off a little
Kathy, all that money I wasted on clothes for you.
And so avant-garde. It really is very high fashion.
Well, and
ready for the prom.
Stunning, exactly. And then tell us about the black and white one. Is that really bubble wrap?
It's bubble wrap.
I would be playing with my dress all night.
Emily, how important is it to win this?
It's important because I want to try to do my best so that I can show other people like that you can repurpose stuff. And so like I like telling my friends and stuff like, hey, you should come try this. It'd be really fun.
Has it gotten the message out? Are the teens talking about this?
Yes, and in fact, what's wonderful is the younger ones that come get, like Emily's sister, for instance, is very excited when they're old enough to participate. They have to be a teenager, 13, and the younger ones come and they get inspired and want to come back. And we also have girls that want to repeat and come back every year.
Well, it's a good lesson in art and art design.
Yes. Well, and looking around, you just start getting ideas. Like, I know Joey and Kathy have been working with some, paper projects. But then I looked to see that you've taken the pages of books and done some things like hair pieces with them. And I mean, think about all those things that we throw out that suddenly become a fabric.
This hat, talk a little bit about the hat that's in the middle here.
This could be like hats or a basket, and it's made out of...
Here, let's set it down so they can see it.
Joy, it was a basket. You thought it was
see,
a hat.
I would have worn it as a hat.
But you could turn it over and make a hat out of it.
A lot of people have done that, actually.
It's all made out of grocery bags?
Publix garbage bags, yes.
Okay, Emily, I've got the real question. Would you wear some of these things?
Yes, definitely. I love the headband.
The headband is
great. I really like that, yeah.
Very good. And of course the earrings.
Yes.
And I talked to you for 10 minutes before this started, and I didn't notice that they were any different than any other earrings.
Yeah.
What do you hope the kids get out of this in the long run, Christine?
I think they learn a lot about competition and having to have the poise to actually get up on the runway, and the judges ask them all questions. They all get questions at how they made their outfit. They learn to participate. And I think a lot about recycling as well. And it makes them aware of all the things that get thrown away and ways to repurpose and recycle them.
Well, Emily may be a designer in the future because she has really come up with some great things.
She's amazing.
And we love those dresses over there. Nice prom dresses for somebody. Well, of course, this is coming up on April 22nd, the Teen Recycled Show. You've got to see that fashion show for sure. For more information, go to the Manatee County Library website. Next, a Suncoast dog photo goes viral. We'll find out how.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
20 years ago, the moviegoers of Sarasota looked up at the silver screen and wanted something more. And they got exactly what they wanted. 20 years of some of the best independent films from around the world. The most iconic Hollywood stars walking the red carpet. The most glamorous parties in Southwest Florida. 20 years building up to the most exciting announcement in, well, 20 years. At the Sarasota Film Festival, April 13th to the 22nd.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. The search for a murder suspect continues after new surveillance video is released showing her talking to a Bradenton woman investigators say she later killed. Plus, a jury comes to a decision after a week-long trial for a 2017 Northport murder. Now let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob Harrigan.
Still advisories flying along the area beaches. This is a high surf advisory. KCK webcam showing the high wave action there. Lots of white caps off in the distance due to the strong north to northwest winds up to 20 to 25 knots at times. Those seas are starting to come down a little bit, and more than likely we will see that disappear as far as that high surf advisory goes. 68 right now, and the dew point extremely low. Winds out of the west northwest still brisk, anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Lows tonight will be unseasonably chilly into the mid-50s. More on that at 5.
ABC7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb. Well, tomorrow is the last day to file your taxes. We'll have some last-minute tax tips for you coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
We are watching a big ridge of high pressure back to the west gradually drift eastward. As it does that, our winds start to subside. But it'll also lead us a couple of cool nights. We'll talk about how cold it gets.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
CashNet USA is trusted by over 2 million customers.
Perfect. When I lean back, I trust that you will be there to catch me.
Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
My first job was in sports, and I was so thrilled just to be working in this business. I simply love covering this area. It has been my home for more than 40 years, and now it's wonderful that I can raise my family here as well. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
Oh, we're joined by a little friend here, and it's perfect timing because catching a cute, candid moment with our pets can be a nearly impossible task, don't I know it? And getting a pet to pose for a portrait can be even harder. Sarasota Photo Studio in Sarasota recently got some national attention for one of its pet portraits. And owner Michael Devaney is here to tell us about it and share some tricks of the trade. Well, welcome, Michael. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
And a big welcome, of course, to Stella,
yes,
the newfound internet star.
Yeah, she's finding the camera.
Yes, she's better at this than some of our, I am.
Oh, she knows where to look.
Yes. All right, now, you might be familiar to some people on our show because we've actually had an opportunity to meet you in your studio before. Linda got to get a pinup photograph, because that's also part of what you do. There
I still haven't heard from Playboy, but that's the closest I can come.
Yes. So that was a fun field trip to see you in the studio, and that's just one of the many things that you do. So you do themed kind of pinup photography. You took care of Linda, but pet photography is what you're getting a lot of praise for right now. So tell us about the photo that you took of Stella.
So we were doing a fashion shoot for with a model and a designer, and we needed a stand-in. So actually, we put her down on the stool that the model was going to be sitting on, and we just had her. I think we got her the day before, and she was 8 weeks old. She's this big, and you can see in the pictures the stool is huge. And she just gives this giant yawn, and I captured it. I captured 3 photos. This is one of them. The other one, she looks terrified. And there's this one right here, and she's falling off.
She's backing off the table.
She's like, I scare myself.
Yes, fame can be scary, Stella.
And then we took that, and we've had a lot of interesting things happen with that photo.
Well, let's talk. So the photo went viral. It got put on Reddit, which is a very popular website. How did you upload it, or did someone else find it?
So I first uploaded it to the subreddit of Awe. So to get, everyone likes that photo. So
sure, just to get some play.
I was hoping that people would see it, and actually it didn't do so well.
Okay.
There, it only got like 1,000 upvotes. But then somebody took it.
Someone found it. So just to back up for a second, Reddit, if people aren't familiar, is a website where people will upload photos and videos and content. So typically, if you see something go viral on Facebook or YouTube, it started on Reddit.
Oh,
so you got the photo of Stella up on Reddit. Everybody, got a little bit of interaction, but there's something interesting that happens on Reddit when people like a photo. Tell us about the Photoshop battles.
So there's a subreddit called Photoshop Battles, and what they do is they take a photo and they basically take it apart, cut her out, and put her into either really hilarious situations, sometimes terrifying situations.
So this is one of the Photoshops.
So this is how memes are born. So
yes,
Stella is a meme. So you can see all the different things. Apparently she likes games.
So this is all the users will find something in the photograph and then put it into a Photoshop. They've given her
I love that one. I love it. So obviously it was what looks like a smile that we know is a yawn that has made her so popular.
Yes.
Oh my God! Now that was not fair, Stella.
Some of them are scary.
Yes, some of them are scary.
So in this case, this is like the pinnacle of going viral online. When someone puts you into one of these Photoshop battles on Reddit, that's when you know you've kind of made it.
Yeah, the last time I checked, I think it was around 20,000 or 19,000 upvotes right now.
Wow.
And that's pretty remarkable for her. I mean, she's had a little bit of limelight before.
Oh, look at the bobblehead. Okay, that might be my favorite.
Now, this is not your first photo of a pet that has gone viral. Tell us a little bit about the monkey.
So we were doing an art project where I was photographing 12 monkeys in the studio. They're capuchin monkeys.
Because that's normal.
Yeah. That's, I guess the perks of both having the studio and then having the ability to take these photos of them.
Oh my gosh.
And this one is actually kind of unique because she was, I guess when she was a baby, she started doing her own makeup. Now, this is coming from the owner telling me about this, but she used to just, I guess, smash the makeup in her face. It's children's makeup.
Right, but the monkey did that makeup?
Not this makeup.
Okay,
but
so the monkey
when she
likes
first started
makeup.
up, she plays with the makeup, and then the owner,
funny.
fans it out or
copying
blends.
Blends. That's a good cosmetology word.
I've been around a lot of makeup in my.
Well, so you know how to photograph pets. I know that it's only one facet of all the things that you do at Sarasota Photo Studio. But if real quick, if there's one tip you could give the rest of us if we're trying to capture a photo of our pet, what might it be?
Go low. Get on their level, just like a child. You want to shoot at their level to get their perspective, because shooting down like this is, everyone does that. Everyone just gets their phone out and shoots like this, but if you get on their level, it's their world. So you get the grass and you get their surroundings at their level.
Well, I noticed your lighting looks like it's coming from below a little bit as well. There are a lot of uplights. How does that help with the pets?
So it actually, I think, scares them.
Well, it makes them look good, though.
Yeah, no, we use, we've honed in our lighting skills over the past 6 years, and we use a certain technique which actually uses a lot of lights to carve out all the features of our
it's very clear on a pet.
It's beautiful. All right, so you can follow more of Stella's journey. Who knows? Maybe she'll get her own TV show, serial. Who knows? And you're going to find out more about all of the great photography they do at Sarasota Photo Studio by visiting their website. And coming up next, Kathy's going to dish some of the details about Linda. Linda, last time Kathy was here, she gave us some secrets.
We know your
We're
secrets.
going to fact check when we come back.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 4 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317, go online, or visit a Target store today.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
We think we're moving into a new era, and we would like to be on the front edge of that new era. We should be on the front edge of protecting it and preserving it. We should be leading by example.
Never mind all the hubbub in D.C. Top experts say sea level rise and climate change are threatening the Suncoast. I'm Alan Cohn. Before it does, top scientists will debate it at the trapezoid.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Thanks to all of you who participated in ABC 7's Caribbean Cruise Giveaway Contest. Join us as we celebrate our grand prize winner, Joyce Fakowski of Northport. Married for 13 years in June, Joy and her husband, Don, are excited to celebrate their anniversary on a spectacular 7-night luxury Caribbean cruise for 2. Congratulations, Joy and Don. Bon voyage. ABC 7, we're here for you.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
Okay, we've been talking about how much fun it is to have Kathy and Linda together. So the last time that Kathy was here, Linda wasn't. So we asked Kathy without her mom, give us some dish. Tell us about some of the things that you have learned over the years.
No, there's trouble.
Don't worry. Linda, you probably haven't seen this before. Let's take a look at what Kathy had to say.
here's a little secret for you. She doesn't know if she's a consummate blonde. I've asked her, like, what's your actual hair color? And she's like, I have no idea. I said, well, I mean, you know it was brown to start with. She's like, well, it's been so long. I'm not sure if that's even true. And I said, are you all gray? And she said, I don't have any gray.
And her gorgeous eyes. I always love Linda's eyes light up the room. There's
They are
something about her
so
eyes.
beautiful, but they just changed. They used to be brown until maybe 10 years ago. They were dark brown, and now they're green.
Linda.
That's true, but it's not my fault.
Well, and that's okay either way. But not one gray hair, not one.
Hey, I go get my hair colored once every 3 weeks.
So we have to ask your hairdresser. We'll ask Cutting Loose.
Even she doesn't know. I'm not ever going to let it get to that.
Well, so the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, we don't know, you know?
Yeah,
the eyes
you know what?
change.
My eye color changed when I moved to Florida. I think it's because I didn't wear sunglasses. They faded.
Oh.
No. That is not a thing.
I object. Yes.
Wear your sunglasses, your eyes will fade.
Well, they're still beautiful. You still have gorgeous eyes.
And don't go on television when your daughter's by yourself, because you never know what'll come out. All right, we're going to have Kathy alone back next time so we can get more dish.
Oh, wait till she gets to the boyfriends. That'll really be bad.
All right, coming up next, speaking of a great dish, Zoe's Kitchen is in our kitchen.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
A used car from Toyota of Sarasota is a great way to drive more car for your money. We'll help you select just the right vehicle from our huge inventory. Online or in person, shop for your next car and compare at Toyota of Sarasota.
Toyota of Sarasota.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a digital sales manager with at least 3 years experience in digital revenue development. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply. This is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. Investigators are working to determine a cause after a popular surf shop on Holmes Beach suffers a fire yesterday. In first alert traffic right now, we're seeing a roadblock due to an accident in the southbound lanes of 41 between Bayshore Gardens and 66th Avenue. A water main was broke there by that crash, and it is delaying traffic both directions. Now let's get another check on our weather with Bob.
Thanks, Scott. Advisory still flying here for coastal waters. We have a high surf advisory along with a small craft advisory in effect through tonight. Winds and seas should calm tomorrow, but boy, they're up there pretty high right now. Casey Key webcam showing that high surf action hitting the coastline right now, causing that dangerous rip currents too along area beaches. We'll have the latest on our forecast. Looks like a lot more sunshine tomorrow. 68 right now. The dew point is at 48, and that is low. We're expecting lows tonight to be into the upper 40s to low 50s. More at 5.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert weather app now.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone.
Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
You know, fortunately, this was my first job out of college, so I was able to come back home and work in my hometown. I wore 2 hats. I was sports director and I was a news anchor. I did that for a few years and then decided to go full-time into news. Well, I love our team here at ABC7. We have a great mix, and it really is a great mix of personalities, of experience that meshes really well into a really strong team. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
Hey kids, come learn baseball from the pros. The Bradenton Marauders are hosting Baseball Camp on June 5th, 6th, and 7th at Lecom Park. Boys and girls ages 6 to 14 will learn the fundamentals of hitting, pitching, and fielding from Marauders coaches and players at Lecom Park. Your camp fee includes a t-shirt, lunch daily, and 1 ticket to the Marauders games on these nights. To sign up, go to BradentonMarauders.com by May 14th. Sponsored by ABC7, your Suncoast News. ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC7 wherever you are on our live stream on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android. Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC7 to get breaking news, plus first alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC7, we're here for you.
Coming up Tuesday at 4 on Suncoast View, a star from the Sarasota Film Festival will join us right here in the studio. John Heder, who you may know best as Napoleon Dynamite, is here to talk about his new film that will premiere right here on the Suncoast. Gulf Coast Medical Group is back, and we're going to talk about better ways to battle obesity, plus mommy must-haves with one of our local experts. And News at the Ringling joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with McKay from Zoe's Kitchen. What do you have cooking over here?
Yeah, so today we're going to marinate our Moroccan citrus roasted chicken, which is one of the items you can choose on our new Mediterranean family meals, which are great.
Yum.
So we got our chicken, and then there's some lemons and oranges that go into it, a little bit of olive oil, which is always good, healthy fats, some garlic that goes in there.
Just a little.
That's the best part, right? A little salt, just a little salt. And then some turmeric, which is really good for inflammation. So if you have arthritis, it's really good for you. Rosemary. This is our Moroccan spice.
Wow, you have a lot of great spices involved here.
Yeah,
But how do you know how
paprika.
much? You're just using a portion of each one.
Yeah, well, just to make it as flavorful as possible, you really want to get all that citrusy flavors in there to make it taste not just like your bland old chicken. So
right.
And then a marinade too, it kind of gets to sit and absorb and...
Yeah. So we actually marinate these for about 6 hours, and then they're roasted for 45 minutes in the oven. And in the store, you can either order online or call ahead, and it takes about 45 minutes. So
Okay,
it's
so
perfect.
tell us about the end result. You had said this is part of your family platter.
Yes.
So if I choose this Moroccan citrus chicken, then does it come with some sides? And it looks like dinner's done.
Dinner's done.
Oh,
So we
this is
have
amazing.
two options. We have a small one that's around $30, and it comes with 2 quarts of whatever you want. So we have our turmeric rice and our roasted veggies.
Wow.
And then our large one also comes with Greek salad and hummus. So it's
Okay.
a little bit
So what a great way on a busy night to get dinner done ahead of time.
Yeah,
All right, we love
absolutely.
that idea. What else did you bring?
So we're gonna make our new baked falafel pita, which is healthy, and then a new vegan vegetarian option if you just leave off the tzatziki and the feta, which people have been raving about. So we'll have you guys start. It is, you can start with either the tzatziki, put a bit of that on.
How much?
Just as much as you want, just a little spread on
Okay,
there.
I'll take this dish, Kathy. You find some of your own.
For people who aren't familiar, can you define tzatziki? Because I would tell you it's one of my favorite things.
Sure, yeah. It is a Mediterranean sauce that it is mostly Greek yogurt. It's got cucumber, some mint, parsley, and onions that make it nice and bright and flavorful.
So fairly healthy because it's Greek yogurt based.
Right.
So I don't have to feel
Mayonnaise or
guilty
sour
about my
cream.
addiction to
No,
this?
no.
Okay, good.
Use it on salads.
Is that next? Is she right?
Yeah, so then put the baked falafel on top.
Well, you haven't made this before.
And
Come
I
on.
like that these falafels, because I'm a big fan of chickpeas, I like that these falafels are baked,
Yes.
you say, instead of fried, because
Yes.
I've always grown up having them fried.
Yes, traditionally they are fried, and we are sticking to our no fry or no microwave commitment by baking
nice.
them. And they're also gluten-free, which is great. So a lot of people are really excited about that because that's such a big topic right now.
Where does this go?
So then that can just drizzle on top. It's a little spicy. It's called our Israeli
Drizzle.
skug. And then our
Drizzle.
Mediterranean salsa or relish. And then purple cabbage, feta, and a little sprinkle of dill.
Put it on?
Just put it on.
Okay.
Okay, I have to ask the question. Joey and I put ourselves on the eating end today, so we're digging in. Falafel is what?
So it's made with chickpea flour, and it's
Okay.
pretty much like a vegan meatball. It's chickpeas,
Okay.
lots of Mediterranean spices, and then it's put into a ball, and then we bake it. And traditionally, it's served either in a pita in this form, or if you go into Zoe's, we put it on salads or our new bowls. So it's a great way to get protein and still stay healthy.
Well, and again, as you just mentioned, this commitment to no frying and all
Right.
that, this is really a great way
Yeah.
to have something that many people love and crave, because I know falafels
Yes.
are very popular, without having to have the grease and the fat soaked in.
Yeah, so you really don't leave Zoe's feeling like heavy, you can still go out and finish your day without being like, oh, I need to take a nap afterwards.
That's great. And you've served them also on this side with, is that cauliflower rice?
Yeah, so it's our cauliflower rice bowl. We have 3 different types of bowls, but that's our cauliflower rice one. Again, you can get it vegan and gluten-free as well. You just leave off the tzatziki and everything. And then we have our Live Med salad, which is another option.
A few of the falafels did make their way off of the plate.
Sorry, you get more than you see there because we've eaten a couple.
Who won? Here we go.
Oh, well, I'm not sure. Now you guys got to eat it.
Oh, okay. I definitely won. Look at that mess.
It just covers the whole stage.
Well, once you fold it, I mean, you can't really
got to fold it?
Yeah,
I
fold
want you
it.
fold it and eat it. It's your turn to eat now, Linda. Take a big old bite out of that. All right, this is Zoe's kitchen, and it is not just great Mediterranean food. It is also done in a very healthy manner, so we appreciate that. Hey, I want to make a correction. The Teen Recycled Fashion Show is Saturday, April 21st. Earth Day's the 22nd. The fashion show is Saturday, April 21st. So be sure to check that out. Those teens are doing a great job making a difference to the environment. Linda, way to take a big bite. Kathy, we love it when you're here. Keep your mother in line. Everyone take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.